And Harry goes over to England. Nobody knows about it, not even his father and his brother, I'm sure, because if they had known in advance, I'm sure some one of them or their spouse or their aide would have tipped off the press. The press was not tipped off, so it tells me that nobody knew that Harry was coming. So this idea that Prince Charles and King Charles and William all knew that Harry was coming and they cleared house and refuses to see him is an attempt to take away Harry's power and Harry's victory in their situation, Harry's status. I mean, Harry took them all by surprise, including his family, right? Number one. Number two, Harry is an adult, he's a man. Not everything he does has to do with mommy and daddy. He's not an infant. He's not a minor. He's a grown man. He lives in a different country. His father, who supposedly wants nothing to do with him, has invited him to the coronation, which is the biggest event of the century and certainly the most important night or day in his father's life. So if his father was so afraid of Harry getting content for his next Netflix show or book, he would not have invited Harry to this coronation. And they're all on bated breath, waiting for Harry to say yes, because in fact, Harry coming to the coronation is the best thing that could possibly happen to the coronation. It's more interesting than anything that will happen between King Charles and his queen consort wife, Camilla, and William and Kate, or anybody else in the royal family, including William and Kate's three adorable children, George, Charlotte, and Louis. As interesting as they all are, they are no match for Harry, Meghan, Lilibet, and Archie. So the idea of, William conveniently was off on holiday from Windsor for his children's Easter vacation to avoid Harry is to try to take away Harry's moment. Harry is not there to see William. William ought to make an appointment to see Harry if he knows what's good for him, because who cares? I mean, in the end, here you go again, making me say mean things. But who really cares about William and his program and where he is and what he's doing? Absolutely nobody. No one cares who William sees or does not see, except if it's something of the prurient interest. Okay? It's all about Harry. This is Harry's show, you guys. And this notion that, Harry arrives unexpectedly, looking like a gladiator, going into court, facing down those who he has accused of harming him and others with their predatory practices. The idea that it's a little whimpering, begging child begging his brother and father for a little bit of attention and their time is offensive to me, completely offensive to me. Moreover, Harry clearly planned his visit at least a few days in advance, and his father was not going to be in town. He was supposed to be in Paris before the mountains of garbage sent him running for the hills, quite literally, okay? So Harry had no intentions of meeting with his father, nor does he give a darn. He does not give a darn. Notice I'm not cursing. I said darn. About his brother's whereabouts at this particular moment in time. He clearly wishes his brother well. He loves his brother, but he's not his brother's keeper, and his brother is not his keeper. There are adult men in their 40s. They have their own lives. Harry is in London on bleeping business. Business. Tu comprends ça ou quoi? Business. It has nothing to do with a family meeting. Why am I yelling at this woman? I can't gauge whether she's pro or against, because this is the first time I'm seeing her, and she spoke for at least 5 minutes and I didn't hear a lot of hate spewing from her lips. And normally people on these shows, it comes out just immediately and it does not stop. So I'm not screaming at you, dear lady. I don't even know who you are. I just happen to be scrolling and I saw this, so I thought I'd critique your show. And that woman talking about, if it were her son. I mean, I want to curse. You see, this makes me curse. I'm not going to curse. I'm not going to give myself permission for the entire day, for 24 hours. There's a moratorium on cursing in my world. Okay. So I'm not cursing, but I'm just saying, why do you guys want to turn this into your trivial nonsense about Harry and his dad and brother? Harry is there on his business. Tu comprends ça ou quoi? Tu comprends ça?